Well, hello. I'm the family tree frog, and today she's gonna start working on that genealogy map and chart her family tree. So, yeah, she didn't get it started in first quarter like her goal, but hey, she's not that far off. Anyway, she's gonna take you through the whole process, at least for starters, because why not? Let's see how she does. Okay. Okay, let's go.
Well, hello everybody. Today is Sunday, April 5th, and we're going to finally get started on the genealogy chart that Spasmodic Arts Cat sent me a very long time ago. And because it's like a poster size parchment paper chart, I don't want to just start writing things on it and jack it all up. So I wanted to start with, probably post-it notes or something and stick them on there. But as I was looking at the stuff that came with it, and this is from treeseek.com, they had a sheet of paper that I can make photocopies of, the 6th generation pedigree chart, because I wasn't sure what all information you're supposed to put on here and how exactly it worked. Is it just names and dates of birth, or what all do you use? And I guess it's up for you to decide, but their little cheat sheet that you can start with has the birthplace, married place, death place. I looked online and looked at some templates there, because this just says the places. It doesn't ask for the dates and all of that. So let me show you what I found online to kind of get me started, because the picture that they had was tiny and you couldn't tell what information they were using. So I'll show you what I found online. Okay, so first thing I did, I just pulled up Google and I typed in genealogy chart. And I went to images. And this was the first thing Cousins explained. That was the first thing that caught my interest. So, of course, it had nothing to do with what I was doing, but I found it fascinating. So let's look, because I always wondered, second cousins, third cousins, what it all means. I never really understood it. So here is a little chart that explains first cousins, second cousins, once removed, twice removed, 3 times removed. So I'll have to really kind of mull it over, but this is a visual, and I'm a very visual person to understand things. So this is very helpful to me to understand what is my second cousin twice removed versus my third cousin once removed. So, yeah, I thought that was cool. But anyway, back to my search. So I just started looking through the different templates that they had, and anything that looked like it might have been filled out, I kind of clicked on it to see what all they had gathered. So Like this one, let's look at William Jefferson Pickerel here. They've got birth date, married date in Taylor, Kentucky, death date, and where. I think this is how I want to do it. I'm going to do birth date, where, married date, where, death date, where. That seems pretty cool to me. I want to be as complete as possible. So again, Benjamin Pickerel, yeah, and they put where. So I think that's the method I'm going to use. But that's kind of how I decided, I just started digging through these to see how other people were doing it, because I wanted to be as thorough as possible. As long as I'm doing this and spending the time, get her done. Okay. So back to where I'm at in my process. All right, so now I have an idea of what I want to record. I can still use this. I'll just include so maybe that's what they want. They want the birth date and place, married date, married place. Okay, that makes sense. So this one's perfectly fine. I was reading this little part up here, though. This was confusing. Number 1 on this chart is the same as number blank on chart blank. And then the boxes by the male names may be filled in with color or mark to indicate when all work has been completed for that family. So they've got the male side is the top and the bottom side is the female. Male, female, male, female, male, female. I would have preferred to have check marks on everything, but I can do that myself. So where am I going to start? Well, obviously I know myself. And my parents, I kind of know. Maybe not specifics, but I think I know, like the town and stuff where they were born. But I have our family Bible, the Miller family, and my mother was into genealogy, so she had started the process already in the Bible. So we have it filled out for my father, which then of course is going to have his information on this side, and then here's my mother and her information. So I've got a great start on this. This goes to great-grandparents, where that would be my great-great-grandparents. And my chart, because it's going to be for me, great-grandparents, great-great. So my mother went up to the 5th for me. I'm going to have to do a lot of digging to go further back. But that was my goal, I believe, was to fill out the first, I don't remember what I said. I think I gave myself, like, I could probably do the 5th. The first 5 was going to be like the first quarter of the year. And then these 2 in the second quarter of the year. 3rd quarter, 4th quarter. That was the goal. This is going to be hard. But Danette had been helping me a little bit with this way back when I first got it. So I'll check with her for sources and stuff, because I've never done any of this kind of research, other than I did look at like Ancestry.com. I perused that several years ago, where they had like the census reports and stuff, which ironically, we just had to fill out our census. Just last week I did it for our family right now. So I'm going to make copies of this and start filling it out on here first before transferring it over there. So let's go make copies. Making copies. You can come with me. All Brian's off at the grocery store. So that's why we're doing this now. All right, let's see here. It's dark. Put some lights here. Ah. Okay. There we go. Okay, that's enough for today. I'm just kidding. Okay. All right. Jasmine got a haircut. Right, girl? You all pretty again? Yeah. My room is a mess. That was a bra. Don't ignore that. We're going to frame this today, too, because I need to get it off of my desk. That's a separate video. Okay. Okay, so family tree. So obviously I can fill in myself. And then I've got, let's see here. Wow, this has a lot. Okay. This doesn't put date of death. So I guess I do have to do a little bit of research. She did put it for some people here. But not where. Alright. Well, I'm going to get started on this and I'll show you how far I get. Alright, so I've got as much filled out as I can based on the family Bible. And what have I learned so far? I knew that my mother had always told me that I was 7 different nationalities in my genealogy. Oh, my fat knees. And I couldn't remember if I had any French in me. So I know now, let's see here. Yes, I've got French. And then I also learned that some of the spelling that was used in the Bible is suspect. Like when I Googled Hohenzollern, Germany, the one in parentheses below, and yeah, that's not a CH, that's a parenthesis, came out different. So I'm not positive that that's the same, but I'm pretty darn sure. I learned that she had Maverick spelled that way for Anton in the parentheses, M-A-V-R, I'm outside, M-A-V-R-I-C, but then Catherine was spelled different, so I want to figure out if they changed the spelling at some point. I learned that my mother's female side have been in America longer than anybody else, apparently, because they were born in Indiana, where that generation on my father's side and the male side of my mother's family seem to have been born, well, I suppose they possibly, I don't know. Dad's side was definitely still in Europe. And some questions, like they have young with a J in parentheses and young, a couple different ways there. A lot of people born in Chicago and Indiana. And what else did I learn? Oh, I had somebody with the name Clifford in my history. But that's what I've got filled out so far, based on what my mother had done. And I have a lot of blanks to fill in, as far as dates of death seem to be missing for a lot of people. Where they were from is missing, and some complete blanks as far as actual names. So that's how far I got. I'll probably dig through some of my memorabilia boxes that were from my mom, see if I can dig up some more stuff and start filling in a few more blanks. Yeah, but yes, my husband was born in Nuremberg, Germany. Okay. And when it has married, do I put my first husband too? I did. I don't know. I don't remember when we got divorced, but I put my first wedding and divorce year. I don't know if you're supposed to do that. I don't know. Whatever. It's whatever you want, I guess, huh? Okay, so that's that, and now I'm on to the next thing. I need to get that painting framed, and Quinn bought a diamond painting for me to do for him for his apartment. So I'll show you that in an upcoming video too. Alright guys, I hope this was interesting. I'll continue to work on it, and if I learn any fascinating facts, I'll share them. So we probably won't be seeing this again. Alright, take care, stay safe, and talk to you soon.
Okay, so she learned she's a little French. She also thinks Scottish, but we have to find where that is. Whether or not, we've heard those clans that were at war. That might have been, the adoptive side of the family. Not sure, but, we'll keep looking. Let you know if we find anything else. So anyway, if you like this, let us know if you want to see more. If this was a complete waste of your time, why are you still watching? And for whoever keeps giving the thumbs down, hey, why don't you unsubscribe? Okay, bye guys.